Welcome to School Matters. I'm Shawn Gilliland. On this week's show, we'll get a visit from AAA for some automobile safety tips, motivate future graduates with some present-day ones, and surprise HCPS teachers to be. First up, let's celebrate another successful year of mentoring with the Henrico HEROES mentoring program.
So on Friday, we had a culminating event with our Henrico HEROES elementary programs where we had them all come out to celebrate with their mentors.
We're going to be those superheroes and be those upstanders? All right!
We decided to base the entire day on the book by Carol McLeod called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? And one of the ways that we did that was by dressing up like buckets so that we could welcome the children once they came off the buses.
My name's Trey.
So Virginia Rep Theater was there.
This is the first day of summer and one of my favorite places in the whole world.
And they performed the musical Have You Filled a Bucket Today? The students enjoyed it, the adults enjoyed it. Most importantly, there was just a great message.
You feel happy and good when your bucket is full. You feel sad and lonely when your bucket is empty.
Which is to promote kindness and to help others.
Yeah, strawberry hell! Yeah!
We are going to listen to a bucket filler jam that we prepared just for you.
Henrico HEROES filling out buckets, yeah!
Totally took me out of my comfort zone, but we decided to use hip-hop as a measure to promote filling your bucket as well as filling others' buckets. And I had a colleague of mine, Shatara Burton, come together so that we could create lyrics as well as find some music and come up with some choreography to promote the idea that kindness is important and being positive is important. So during lunchtime, we had the opportunity for our mentees to break bread with mentors, and we also had the opportunity for mentors and mentees and the entire program to take pictures with one another. Oftentimes that breaks the ice, allows you to be silly and just enjoy one another's company.
First thing we got to do is come up with a team name. So I want to split you into 3 groups.
So Richmond Ropes came out to provide team building activities for the entire program, mentors and mentees, so that we could focus on the relationship building.
Wait, we all got to do it?
They had to make sure that they were communicating with one another, that they were positive, that they were encouraging, and that they continued to build one another up. Essentially, when you think about mentoring, you think about impacting one life, but the reality is you end up impacting 2 lives. I find that mentors get just as much out of it as the mentees. I can't even begin to express how important it is to provide these caring relationships, because it really does make an impact on not only a child, but essentially a community. If you're interested in becoming a Henrico Hero, please follow us at Henrico HEROES on Twitter, or you can check us out on our new website launching this fall 2018, henricoheroes.henricoschools.us.
Another kind of mentoring was going on thanks to a partnership with Virginia Special Olympics. Tucker High School's track and field was host to this year's Little Feet Meet, an event where students with and without disabilities can practice and compete with their team, as well as act as facilitators and fans. And let's not stop there. Meet in the Middle was hosted at Collegiate School and welcomed middle school age children from across the county.
Together now, we can make it better now. Come on, can we do it? Yeah, you know that we can. We'll rope it up, cause we know how to jump. We'll roll it out, cause we know how to skate. We'll cut it down, cause we know what to eat. We'll swap it out, we eat healthy stuff. Can we do it? Yeah, you know that we can. Can we do it?
Just moving a little and eating better every day can help make you and your child healthier. Search We Can to find doable tips and activities that you can use every day.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money.
Welcome back to the show. To get pumped up for their SOLs, the students at Ratcliffe Elementary welcomed the Highland Springs High School drumline, as well as CBS anchor Shelby Brown for a motivational speech. Let's take a look.
I want y'all to give it up for the Highland Springs Heavy Hitters. Did everybody say heavy hitter? Heavy hitter. It's heavy? Yeah. Heavy? Yeah. Good job.
You guys at this age have an opportunity to start training your brain to say work hard, work hard, work hard. You can own your own company. You can be on TV. You can be a president. You can be a teacher. You can be a nurse or a principal or a surgeon. But it starts right here, just working hard, not just on test days. So just work hard and have pride, have RAM, pride, RAM, 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 RAM. Good luck. I'm going to be rooting for you guys. Remember what Buddy said. You got this.
All right, let's give it up for Miss Shelby Brown.
The Rams at Ratcliffe weren't the only school with special guests, as Henrico Warrior seniors stopped by in their caps and gowns to talk to students.
The senior walk is basically the seniors' ability to walk through their old elementary and show off their accomplishments, and for the younger kids to be able to see something that they want to aspire to, that it is possible.
The big event was the SOL pep rally. We were trying to encourage and get the kids excited about taking the test. In bringing in the Henrico High School students, it was an extra motivation because they were in their caps and gowns. So it's showing them that it's beyond just the SOL test. It's more about graduation. It's more about your future, stepping stones towards the future.
We are so thankful that you have us here today.
Our seniors here are excited because they only have 4 weeks left of high school.
A couple years ago, we saw something similar on social media and decided to partner with Chamberlayne Elementary. Mr. Rose had been in touch with Mr. Van Rossum, and we contacted him, reached out. He loved the idea of us partnering together and having our seniors join his entire school to celebrate both, to celebrate our seniors graduating and to celebrate his students as they move to the SOL window and as they move from 5th grade to 6th grade. Our kids were very excited. When they first heard about it, when I made an announcement through Schoology, they were really excited about the opportunity to go back to Chamberlayne Elementary. A couple students had on their Chamberlayne Elementary shirts from 6 or 7 years ago, so they really embraced the moment and they really were excited and thrilled to join the alma mater.
Still got my Chamberlayne shirt. If any of y'all get like any shirts from anything I do here, please do so, because when you look back in the future, it's gonna make your heart really warm and happy. Just try to remember everything that happened in Chamberlayne.
For my kids, it was excited. They were excited to see big kids. It was almost like these are big kids coming back to a school. And then to hear the stories of so many of them who have had Mr. Friend and Miss Tate, some of those people who were still here, they were almost like, wow, you were a student in my shoes? You went to this school?
A few of my teachers are here. Mr. Friend is here. My favorite memory was in Mr. Friend's class. I remember we all turned the lights out and we sat and we watched President Obama get inaugurated. That showed us how old I am.
I came here and this is the place that gave me my confidence to be on stage.
What advice do you have for fifth graders who are leaving to go to middle school?
The big change is going from 5th to 6th is all the classes and studying and doing all your work. And 6th grade prepares you for the rest of your life. If you learn things in 6th grade, you learn them in high school.
Advice I would give you is just to have fun and do your work, study, make sure, take all your classes serious, and be prepared for 6th grade.
I hope that my kids got to see themselves beyond just the test, beyond just this season, but they can project into where they want to go. They can see the kids that look just like them, kids that have gone through some of the same struggles they're going through, that they can still aspire and they can graduate, and so I can as well.
We're looking forward to seeing those Warriors cross the stage and accept their diplomas. And Henrico High School played host to some guests of their own as a team from AAA Mid-Atlantic stopped by with their educational outreach program aimed at teen drivers.
You guys have think that cap over there, which is...
Today at Henrico High School, we are running a series of interactive stations to help these new drivers learn about safety. So the students are rotating through 4 different stations that try to focus on different areas of driver safety. One of the stations is our golf cart course. They either drive the station while being distracted by different tasks or by wearing our drunk driving goggles.
All right, you'll stop. I'll take the glasses off. These big cones right here, you just go in and out, serpentine them. You can take them off for a hot second so you get to see where you're braking off, because that's important.
I couldn't even start, I didn't know what the gas or the brake was. But it was as soon as I put them on, I got really dizzy. But once I got going, it was all I saw was a blur, it was just the orange cones. I couldn't even tell which way I was going. Knowing that, if that's how it really feels, I would be terrified to drive, under the influence.
They're also going through a walk the line station, which go through the 3 different tests that an officer would do if they suspected a driver of driving under the influence of alcohol.
So either leg, point the toe, look down, count to 30 seconds, and arms stayed out by your side. If arms come off your side more than 6 inches, that's a clue, and that shows a sign of impairment for a clue.
I just tried lifting my foot up before I put the glasses on, and it was really easy for me. But once I put the glasses on, I just, it was so, I felt so dizzy. I didn't know what was going on. It was so hard for me to concentrate. And I realized, if I'm drunk and I'm doing those tests, it would be so hard for me to even do it because I'm drunk and I can't comprehend what's going on.
We also have our car care out here today from AAA. They are walking through the general car care steps that a teen would need to take either on a daily basis, a monthly basis, or an annual basis.
Most manufacturers now are color coding the items that they say it's okay to check. They want you to check.
Like, since we're all starting to drive, we should know how to like work on the cars and know what to check so that we don't get in a crash or like blow up the engine or something. And we learned how to check the oil, and we learned like the different types of fluids.
What does it look like? It looks like a radiator maybe? Okay, so this is coolant.
I learned that on the side of the door of the car, it tells you all the stuff, like how much air you're supposed to put in your tires, and I didn't know how to do that.
At this station, we are talking about airbag safety and the importance of wearing our seat belts. So you want to sit at least 10 inches away from that wheel so that the airbag has room to deploy, and then it starts to deflate. This is a great supplement to the driver education program, and it's a way for them to really engage in their learning in a different and I think more impactful way.
I hold it.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Turn here. There. Excuse me.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
HCPS hosted a Family Learning Series Summit at Hermitage High School, aimed to empower parents and guardians through workshops, information, activities, and of course, some food. The goal is to build strong partnerships with families and equip them with a toolbox of resources to assist them and help their children. Welcome back to the show. One of the happiest moments of the year is when we surprise a select group of high school seniors and reveal that they've been selected as a teacher scholar. When the students graduate from college with a teaching degree, they have a guaranteed job waiting for them right here in Henrico.
Have successfully qualified to participate in the Teacher Scholar Program.
Thank you so
congratulations.
much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You're the winner of the Teacher Scholar Program. We're so excited for you.
There's your certificate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations.
I think it's like a surprise.
Chanel. Hey, congratulations. You can tell you've been accepted. Oh my gosh. Scholars. Thank you so much. You're so
Qualified to participate in the Teacher Scholar Program.
Thank you so much.
Teacher Scholar Program.
Yay, awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations. Are you serious?
I am serious as a heart attack. That means you gotta come back to work for us in 4 years. Congratulations.
We are so excited to have you come back in 4 years after you finish, or 5, after you finish your master's.
You've been accepted to the Teacher Scholar Program. Congratulations.
Yay. T-shirt says it all.
Yeah, I know. Sweetheart, you couldn't have planned that any better if you tried. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations.
Today's my first. Oh my god.
Oh, sweetheart, somebody just gave you a job. I mean,
I know.
a better present.
This is the best present.
Thank you. Congratulations.
You're gonna come back and teach at Verona, right?
I want to.
Science.
Yeah. Yes.
So you're gonna come back and teach at Verona, right?
Sure. We look forward to having you come back to Henrico County as a teacher. Congratulations, girl.
It's a wonderful program, and we hope to see all of those students back at HCPS as teachers in the future. We'll close the show with an excerpt from Compose Yourself, performed recently by Carver Elementary 5th graders. The humorous yet educational program helped to introduce the students to the musical styles of Mozart and Beethoven, along with some contemporary music they can relate to. You can catch the entire performance on our HCPS YouTube channel. For School Matters, I'm Sean Gilliland. Thanks for watching.
Excuse me, my nose started hurting. My mother just loves to play a little Mozart while she has her coffee and reads the paper.
Suddenly I'm background music? I agree that Mozart is a fantastic way to start the day. Let's give it a whirl. Hit it, Wolfgang.
It's a mostly Mozart morning on a mostly Mozart day. So before your heart every day you start with a mostly Mozart morning. It's a mostly Mozart morning on a mostly Mozart day. So before your heart every day you start with a mostly Mozart morning. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. It's a mostly Mozart morning on a mostly Mozart day. So before your heart every day you start with a mostly Mozart morning. Oh, this is a piece composed by our Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart to you if you're classically trained. And it's eine kleine Nachtmusik, and if you're inclined a little night music will do just the same. It's a mostly Mozart, Mozart morning, on a mostly Mozart, Mozart day. So before your heart every day you start with a mostly Mozart morning. It's a mostly Mozart, Mozart morning, on a mostly Mozart, Mozart day. So before your heart every day you start with a mostly Mozart morning.
Now for another 60-second history report.
Think you're a good shopper? Well, maybe not as good as Thomas Jefferson. Back in 1803, a large part of what we now call the Pacific Northwest was controlled by France. And their leader, Napoleon, needed funds to build up his navy. The solution? The Louisiana Purchase. President Jefferson spent $15 million and got 530 million acres.
Thank you so much.
He doubled the size of the U.S. for about 4 cents an acre. He then sent Lewis and Clark to survey Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. These two led an expedition to explore this new land. They might not have made it through the first winter, though, if it wasn't for the help from a French trapper named Charreau and his wife, Sacagawea.
Hello.
Sacagawea, a member of the Shoshone tribe, kept the crew fed, served as translator, and even had a baby during the trek. She is now featured on the $1 coin. So here it is in a nutshell. Napoleon needed money. Jefferson got a steal of a deal. The country grew, we sent 2, a Shoshone gal saved the day, and she earned $1 along the way.
That's the Louisiana Purchase in 60 seconds.